What is going on? All of my amazing viewers to play later. How we doing today? Whew, hope your dice rolls are going good, your kit bashes are going awesome, brushes are staying pointy, paints are thinned, and you're having some great dice rolling sessions. But as you know by that thumbnail and everything else you clicked on to get here today, we're going right back down that Horus Heresy rabbit hole. Something I didn't get last time, but with having this overall vision in my head of where I want to take my wolves, it's about time we bring the Legion of Astartes, well, Mark 6 Command Squad to the channel. It really is. Alright, so you know how we have to do things here on the channel. We've got to get some adulting out of the way before we can play. So first up is a word from our amazing unofficial sponsor.
So there I was, 23 years old, prime of my life. I woke up one morning, looked in the mirror, and my hair was thinning. It was all falling out. It wasn't until I discovered this one solution that changed everything. My first initial thought was, it's gotta be genetics, right? It's not my fault, this is genetic. Go and find out. I'm not the only one dealing with thinning hair and confidence issues. And it was nuts because we started to change everything in our routine.
We started looking at what we were putting in our bodies, what we were eating, how much water we were intaking, and then we started working out and taking care of ourselves, but still something was missing.
But also what we put on our body is drastically important to our skin and hair health. So we ditched all of those chemical filled products. We started using healthy, organic ingredients and took it upon myself to start creating these organic ingredient products to help people. I have a solution for you. Ditch all of those chemical filled products and grab something that's organic, natural, handmade, something that your family will thank you and your health will thank you. Make the switch today.
Great man, great company. Seriously, make sure you click that link down below in the description box. Abuse the ever-loving F. Added that viewer exclusive discount code we gave especially for you. Alright, we're filming this one on Thursday, September 4th, 2025. Over on Games Workshop, which is what I pulled up because there was some stuff I wanted to go down here, it's $52. Don't worry, I'll leave a link with the cheapest price down below in the description box. I got mine on Amazon. Now, I like how they put this. They say, surround your Legion of Astartes leaders with a mighty command squad for Warhammer The Horus Heresy. Chosen warriors with lethal war gear, clad in decorated Mark 6 Corvus power armor. The Beakies! Well, they should be the Beakies, but they're not. Anywho, proudly bear your Legion standards onto the battlefield. Command squads are selected from the most worthy and trusted veterans of the Legion of Astartes. These chosen warriors have access to the final... Okay, whatever. Best of the best, right? As I'm trying to experiment out and go with different things, I thought about, okay, well, I like the way my Mark II Centurion turned out. Why not be like he's been around since the beginning of the war and has seen like all through the upgrades, and let's give him a command squad. I've got like 3 versions of Lehman Russ, and I don't have any of the Varangar, well, basically his Terminator bodyguard. So why not a command squad? I've got various Praetors and everything else. Why not a command squad? Okay. Plus the fact, I like the idea of, well, the big old Legion banner and other guys with swords and boards going into battle going, for us, for Fenris! Or the old thing they had, like, what was it? Oh, dear God. Troy, where the legions are walking and smacking the swords on the shield, you know, for dramatic effect. I thought that might have been cool with the bloodthirsty guys howling and running at you. Something different like that. But there's the back of the box. Now, I need you to kind of pay close attention. There are 2 different standards and multiple tops that you can use. I really wanted to do something like this, but my freehand skills suck. So I went with something different. And I'm going to explain some Crispy and Chris's and that other fun stuff to you. Alright, let's take a look at the box before we even take a look at the miniatures. I've got them all assembled. Only 2 are primed and ready to go. Simply because, well, I ran out of time yesterday. And for those of you who don't know, I set time limits for myself with this hobby because I can get lost in it really, really freaking simple. Okay, so you're going to get bases, you're going to get a transfer sheet, you're going to get instructions, and you're going to get 3 different sprues. One of them is the usual little accessory sprue you get with everything with the Horus Heresy. Now, the one thing I couldn't understand is when you're putting together your command squad, you have an upgrade for a Vexilla. But I'm like, but he's bearing a Legion banner. Why do I need a Vexilla? So I didn't give my guy a Vexilla. You get your standard, like the Mark 6 guys, which when I saw the bolters at first, I was like, woo, I wonder if I can do one hand with a board. And then, yeah, we'll get to a little bit of regret here in a second. Namely with the bolters. And then you get, I don't know if it's the commands for whatever you want to call it, the thing that has the great big banners and everything else on there. Seriously, they give you so much to help decorate things out. And even one of these bad boys, like that guy right there, you've got a way so a guy's basically holding his helmet in his hand. Now, I went for all the horsehair plumes because they're supposed to be honored. They're supposed to be revered. They're supposed to be respected, right? They're the best of the best. In my opinion, I just turned some wolves into ultramarines. And I'll get there in a moment. I really, really will. But I did go with their shields after the fact. I've got some resin ones that look pretty cool. But I'm saving those for some gray slayers that I've got an idea for kit bashing on later on. I thought if I had a bunch that were bigger with the spikes coming out of the front, those easily hands down would have went to the honor guard. But I didn't. I got a lot of circles with the weird mechanical square thingy in the middle. Yeah, anyway, another video. I like the fact it gives you so many options for your command squad. Okay, where'd you go? Your transfer sheet. Of course, there's no wolves on there. There never, ever, ever really is. They always have, which I get, the Sons of Horus and the Imperial Fists. Talk about the two biggest things squaring off on Terra during the siege of the Imperial Palace. Dorn, fuck you. You did your job. Great. You held the palace. But I get Salamanders and the Iron Warriors are the latest chosen children for Games Workshop. So they're going to be featured in there. Now, the only thing I don't like about a lot of stuff with the Horus Heresy, their instructions are in black and white. Okay. I like the colored, this is where we want you to put the glue points, this is where we think this is going to go, this is where whatever. I like that a lot. So if you follow along, as you see like right here, you've got many options to decorate that standard. Okay. And I like how they put it all down, pose 1, pose 2, all the way up to pose 5. So if you just follow your way through, you're going to be fine. Now, I did like the fact that the sergeant can have a bolt pistol that's already drawn. I thought that was cool. Now, I'm going to talk the minis, and then I'm going to talk a regret and what I think I should have done. But still. Alright, so first up, I had to put the sergeant together first. And I don't know why on every single freaking sergeant they have to have scrolls. But there we go, the obligatory scrolls. I like the fact they gave a scabbard with, because for some reason I went with the itty bitty gladius. I thought it was cool because it was one thing. I didn't have to worry about gluing two things together and things moving and bending in the dry process. If you look real close with that gladius, it looks ultramarine-y to me. And I'm doing Space Wolves. I did twist the pistol around like he's snapshotting like that. And telling everyone forward and taking a shot. I did like that. Overall, I liked how it turned out. Regret number 1. I should have ditched the horsehair plumes and raided my bit box for wolfy heads. Like I did with veteran Mark II troopers with the disintegrator rifles. Every single one of them has a wolfy head. So, I should have done that again with these guys, the honored and everything else. That's regret number 1. Okay, so there's the sergeant. Pretty much standard, straightforward Marine. Okay. Now we're going to go to the standard bearer. I like the fact he's got the option, his hand resting on his sword hilt right there. I could have had the head with that, but no, I went with the sword hilt. I was going to strap a board to his back, but I thought it looked too much Blade Guardy-ish to me, so yeah, I kind of left the board off this guy. Got the little accessory pack thing on the back, and I went with the smaller standard. Now, this is a couple pieces. The banner up to about right here, as you can see on the back, is 1. Everything up to the Aquila on the top is 2. The Aquila is 3, and the little dot in the middle is 4. So that's a 4-piece arm right there. Now, at first, when I was looking at that, I thought to myself, okay, some paper with some little gold symbols on the bottom. Are you okay?
Yeah.
How's the foot?
pretty good. I still have to wear this.
I know. Take your pain pill, do what you gotta do. Get ready for school.
Alexa, stop.
Alexa, stop. Sorry, real life stuff. Genius fell down some stairs at school the other day. And yes, we have paperwork, so for those of my doubters out there, I don't care. So like I said, I thought that was more paperish, whatnot. I was like, okay, that's gonna be a real pain in my butt. Then when I flipped it around, I went, oh, how Romanish of you. Once again, making me remind Ultramarines. My standard is a bunch of belts. Okay, but seeing how I can't freehand worth a poop, yeah, I went with a better choice for me. Okay, so that's regret number 2. It's looking more and more Ultramarine. Once again, I should have swapped the head for a wolfy head. Now, we're going to get into the other regrets right now. I should have gave them bolters instead of swords and boards for everybody else. Simply because of... it would have been a 3-part assembly instead of a 4-part. And less moving parts is better, right? Okay. I don't remember what order I put everybody together on, so forgive me. So there's... wow, his head really tilted. So there's like number 1, well, I should say. Guard number 1. Sword and board, you've got like the little stuff on pouches, you got the bolt pistol, whatever. Once again, should have went with the wolfy head.
By the way, remind me to use the ice pack when I get back, because I've forgotten to do that the past 2 days.
Okay. Like I said, guys, real life. There's number 2.
Could you hand me my phone, please?
You gotta do everything around here, huh?
Sorry.
Jerk.
Thank you.
So the hard part for him was the shield itself is 3 pieces. You got the shield, you got the handprint going into the shield holding like the grip or whatever. I can't remember the proper term. Then you have the arm that goes in there. So you got to get everything glued in a weird position, thinking, where do I want it on the miniature? So that's why he kind of looks like his shield arm is, sloping down a little bit, or the way he's posed, like he's getting ready to bring it up to block a blow. I went with the swords on him. I thought that was cool with power weapons and everything else. Now for the last one. Oops. I mean, overall, I'm okay with everything. It's nothing that I feel is disgusting, that I wasted money on. The fact that I should have done something better. Swords and boards, I don't know, scream wolves. In a way it does for the carnage, but I should have swapped some heads. For more dynamic posing, I think bolters with, the bayonets on the end might have been a better choice. I don't know. There's a lot of options you have in your brand new Liber Astartes, if I can remember that correctly, to put your stuff together. So seriously, when you get one of these kits, take a look at it, picture something in your mind what you want to do, look over all your options. I do like the fact that it goes from like, oh God, what, a Praetor, a Centurion, there's just different levels of a command squad that you can have depending on the commander that you're putting on the battlefield. Like I said, I've got 3 versions of Russ. I've got the official Forge World, and I've got 2 3D printed third-party ones that look pretty freaking cool. So I really wanted a command squad this time around because I didn't get one last time, simply because I went, okay, I'm pulling out of the Horus Heresy. I like the fact they have different command squad things. I've seen Mark III armor, I've seen Mark V, I've seen Mark VI. I've always had this thing where new armor was being rolled out, they got it to the front line as quick as they could, they did whatever. But like with my wolves, it works. I'm not replacing it. So I can get where newer guys coming onto the battlefield, they've got later armor. But okay. There it is. So we're at the best part of the video. Seriously, we really, really, truly are. I want to know your questions, comments, love, hatred, and anger. All that fun stuff right down below. Do you have a command squad in your force? If you do, what do you think about it? What did you go with it? There's a part of me that goes, I should have went with bolters and wolfy heads, but I'm going to make this work somehow. I really, really, truly am. I've gonna make it as wolfy as I can without trying to put fur on everything. That's the easiest way I can put it. Sometimes simplicity is the best way to go, right? Okay. Now, the best way to support this channel is fourfold. Everyone knows how to do the like, share, subscribe. It is a fun kind of thing. We've been doing it forever on YouTube. And the fourth really helps the channel out. It's absolutely free to you. Make sure you leave me a silly-ass comment down below to help me trigger that algorithm. But there we go, guys. My quick, weird unboxing review, whatever you want to call it, of the Horus Heresy, Legion Astartes, Mark 6 Command Squad. Or is that a 5? I don't know. Me and Roman numerals, I don't care anymore. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you're having a great day today. Hopefully you're having a safe day today. And Emperor willing, one day soon, we'll be rolling dice across that tabletop.